Hello everyone, I'm the Hokage of Gaming, and today we are going to be discussing some questions that I received in day 0 of Journey of a Content Creator. So to start off, we have, can you explain the process of how you were able to obtain the money from the stock you invested in? In order to receive the money earned from the stock, I would just sell the stock and then transfer the amount into my bank account. Unfortunately, I can't show you that here because it's going to mess with the screen recording because, you know, security policy and the like, and that's an Android thing for those that don't know. So if anything, I'll just try and show up a screenshot, and that's how you would do it. And the next one is, how do you know which company is in the stock market is the best to invest in? And I'll start off by saying that there is no best stock, despite what people would try and show on YouTube and the internet. Anytime you invest, there will be risk involved, and you can minimize that risk by diversifying. As you can see, I own many stocks, and I even own a small portion of Bitcoin, and that is one form of diversifying. Another would be, as I have here, SPY, S&P 500 for those that don't know. And the S&P is an ETF and an index fund, which means that it just tracks a very specific amount of stocks. As you can see, size based, so Explore ETS focus on stocks that have a small, mid, or large market cap, which it just means that small, medium, large is how much money it makes. As you can see, the S&P tracks US large and mid cap stocks, and I'm sure, as you know, you all are smart people, I'm sure you can assume how many stocks the S&P 500 tracks. Another way to minimize that risk is by doing your research. A brokerage app like Robinhood, and I'm sure Webull and Fidelity, you know, just some other brokerage apps that I've used or encountered, they also offer in-app or in-platform news. So as you can see with Robinhood, you just keep scrolling, and the amount of news is almost endless. So diversify and do your research, and you can find the best stock picks, even though, as I said, there's not necessarily any best or worst, because in the blink of an eye, you can you can't lose all of your money if you're smart about it, but there is risk involved, as I said. So just invest with money that you are willing to lose. Make sure to diversify and do your research. Those are the best tips that I can offer in terms of finding some quote-unquote best stock picks. Finally, I received the question of how much money do you need to invest? And you don't need any money. Well, you need money. You can't just invest with $0. But $1, 1 penny, whatever you can invest is more than enough. As you can see here, like Berkshire Hathaway, look at the price. And look back at the episodes you've watched of this channel. Do you think I can afford that? Absolutely not. So you know what I do? I use a feature of Robinhood which allows for fractional shares, which just means you buy a piece apart, less than the whole share. As you can see here, I bought Lord knows how many ever zeros 2 of Berkshire Hathaway, and I'm invested in it. It's just $1. Platforms like Robinhood, Webull, and I'm sure others do. I can't attest for things like Fidelity and I can attest for Fidelity, but I can't attest into how little they allow you to invest in. But platforms like Robinhood, Webull, and I'm sure there's others that are not coming to my mind at this point, they allow you to invest for as little as $1, all commission free, which just means that you will only be paying for the price, the share price. And finally, what advice can I give to new investors is just invest, because it's a skill that isn't taught in school, and it's also a skill that could potentially change your life forever in terms of, you know, your finances and money and the like. For example, Activision Blizzard was the company that I had first invested in, and I just did it because I had rationalized in my head. Keep in mind, I was a sophomore in high school. If Activision Blizzard releases a game, which, you know, it's a gaming company, the stock would go up, and as far as I was concerned, there was no downside to that. So that was my logic, and I'm sure all of you, especially now that you have my past advice, before you jump in, you can even think a little bit deeper about, you know, is this company a cyclical company, which just means that their performance changes depending on the season, the cycle, and just go from there. You don't need to have any experience, you just have to want to learn, and that wanting to learn will take you to where I'm at now with $8,000. Started, well, we had 11,000 earlier in the year, but you know, things happen. So yeah, that's it. That's gonna be it for this video. If you enjoyed, please like, subscribe, comment, and share, and I would greatly appreciate it if you join me on the rest of the series, Journey of a Content Creator, and I hope to see you in the next video.